Thank you for tuning in to another edition of Pre-Market Pulsescan. Today is Monday, September the 11th, 2017. It is the anniversary of 9/11. It is not shocking that we would be dealing with more conspiracy theories surrounding yet another event. I would like to call this type of fear mongering hurricane mongering, natural disaster mongering. Today we're talking about Hurricane Irma. The media pumped this storm up for several days, calling it apocalyptic, calling it the storm of the century, calling it worse than Hurricane Katrina, worst storm on record. Well, as the quote-unquote hurricane, which was pumped up to be called a Category 5, I even saw posts of it being a Category 6, off the chart. Well, as it hit landfall, Tampa Bay area to be specific, it was only a Category 1. That's it. Category 1 is just one step above a really bad rainstorm. Okay? Basically 80-mile-per-hour winds. I remember some years ago when a hurricane hit the DMV, DC, Maryland, Virginia area, and the winds were, guess what? 80-mile-per-hour winds. And this was around, 2004, 2005-ish, something like that. And yeah, it was a lot of trees and limbs down. Of course, yeah. I mean, 80-mile-per-hour winds, right? Well, it's funny because if the South, and I've never really been to Florida or anywhere down there, but if that part of the South is anything like the DC metropolitan area, all it takes is a little bit of wind and a little bit of rain, and the brittle trees come tumbling down. That's right. All it takes is a little bit of rain, sometimes not even wind, and those trees come falling down. And it looks like an apocalyptic mess. All right? Doesn't take much. So the media is not without continual parade of footage showing downed trees and other debris, still pumping up the storm like it was the storm of the century, when in fact there was a Category 1 when it hit Tampa. So we have storm fear-mongering now, when you pump up storms to be far worse than they really are. So yes, we've been lied to again. And you don't even hear them taking advantage of this to pump up global warming. I wonder why that is. Because they know that global warming is a farce. It is something that they contrived in their imagination to scare people and to bait their constituents into giving them more money and more power, seizing more power through fear, like they always do. If there is no boogeyman, then you have to create one so that people can be afraid, so that they open up their purse strings and give you more and more of their liberties. You want them to sign over their liberties. You want to use this fear to take away more liberty, to take away more freedoms, to take away your firearms, to take away your rights. All right? And by doing this too, they're even able to take away your voting rights. Think about it. If non-elected officials are getting more and more power, that means it's taking away your ability to vote on the subject. All right, because you have non-elected officials with enormous amounts of power. You didn't vote them in office, you can't vote them out of office. You cannot touch them. They become untouchable. They do what they want when they want to. And if push really comes to shove, they have the famous moniker that they can chant, the magical spell of national security. All you have to do is say national security, and the Constitution gets thrown out the window. That's right, your rights are suspended. It's a step above martial law. All you have to do is say national security, and they can do anything they want under the banner of national security, which is the phrase that pays, the phrase that activates the highest form of fear in the American public, national security. And on this day, the anniversary of 9/11, the anniversary of the greatest false flag ever, ever committed against the American people, that's what today is. I won't go into all the details of 9/11 because that's not the purpose of this pre-market Pulsescan. If you want to know more about 9/11, all you simply have to do is watch the documentary There Is No Collapse. And that will tell you everything you need to know about 9/11. If you need further information on 9/11, then I highly recommend that you watch Jesse Ventura's episode of Conspiracy, which was the episode on 9/11, if you can find it. That was one of the episodes that were banned off of the airwaves and pretty much banned off of the internet. So if you can find it, more power to you. So the questions have been raised about Hurricane Irma. Some of the questions are, is this the end times? Is Bible prophecy being fulfilled? Every time there's a natural disaster, people want to know, is this linked to Bible prophecy? Guess what? The very fact that you exist today is fulfilling Bible prophecy. Every day that passes is fulfilling Bible prophecy. You don't need storms to fulfill Bible prophecy. All right? Bible prophecy has been, the clock has been ticking, and Bible prophecy is being fulfilled each and every day. All right? So if you want to know, is this the last days? Is this the sign of the times? The sign of the times happened again and again and again. And the final bell kicked off, the final alarm kicked off when Jesus, Yahashua ben Yosef, ascended into heaven after the resurrection. That's when the final alarm went off. So if you're ever wondering, every time you see something disastrous on TV, every time you see a 9/11 or a natural disaster or a tsunami or an earthquake, is this Bible prophecy being fulfilled? It's been fulfilled. It's been fulfilling. There are still things coming that have yet to be fulfilled. The fact that we have hurricanes and tsunamis is fulfilling Bible prophecy. Because once upon a time we did not have them. But now we do because we live in a fallen universe. Therefore, yes, Bible prophecy is being fulfilled. No, this is not a result of Planet X. In all of my research, I've found compelling evidence that suggests some type of event linked to some type of a cosmological force. However, there's been no real evidence or proof of a Planet X. Every prophetic utterance about Planet X failed and has not manifested. There were numerous occasions where people said, look in the sky on this date and time, you'll be able to see this and that anomaly, you'll be able to see the planet. Nothing happened. They said, okay, at this date and time, you're going to see this because of the celestial perturbations. You're going to see this and that and this and this and so, and it never manifested. All right. They even used 2012 to say that's when Planet X was going to come, and no, nothing happened, folks. All right, this is all nonsense, and again, more fear mongering. Yes, Planet X is another sophisticated psyop of fear mongering. All right, if you think a planet is going to slam into your planet or come close enough where it's going to cause massive destruction to your planet, again, the floodgates open, and so does your purse. All right. And they sell you deep underground shelters that you can purchase for $1 to $2 million a piece out in the desert somewhere. And unfortunately, that's not going to save you. If there was a massive global earthquake, you would be crushed to death in your man-made tomb. It would become a tomb to you. If it didn't crush you, it would seal you in and you wouldn't be able to get out. Anyway you put it, you would still die. There's nowhere you can go for that type of catastrophe that you would be safe. Not above ground, not underground. Nowhere. All right? It's just how it is, folks. All right, I've been on this long enough. Let's move on. Over the weekend, your crypto space has been extraordinarily volatile. The cryptos as a whole have gotten crushed. It's funny because the algos have shifted from the precious metal space to the crypto space. Let me explain what I mean by that. Once upon a time, when you would hit certain key price inflection points, the central banks will come in and smash gold and silver as a result, almost like clockwork. I've shown you charts to that effect. But now we have a situation where certain price inflection points that correlate with the crypto space is when they come in and smash into cryptos. So yes, they're beating up on cryptos right now and smashing the market and not allowing it to rally to a certain point before coming in and having the market fall all the way back down again. So this is quite interesting right now, to say the least. So the question that you all may have is, where is this going? Where do we go from here? Well, I'm here to tell you. Where we're going from here is right back up again. The crypto space is not going away. It's not going to stop. But we're going to have some volatility along the way. As a matter of fact, as you look at the bottom right-hand side of the screen, you see Irma weakens the tropical storm. Anyway. All right, so as we speak right now, the Bitcoin is down 1.27%. It did hit the $4,000 handle. It hit 4,000, folks, over the weekend. We're now trading at 41.8781. Ethereum got down to the 280s, and now we're down 1.48% at 293.33. Litecoin hit into the low 60s. Right now we're at 66.95, up 0.21%. And Ripple got down to the $20 handle. Now we're up 0.83%, trading at 21 cents. So it's been a very volatile weekend. Dash down 1.29%, trading at 318.23. It's just kind of interesting that these cryptos seem to really get whacked on the weekends. Steam is down 3.47%, trading at 119 now. PIVX down 4.21%, trading at $3.30. Unbelievable. Unbelievable right now what we are seeing in this crypto space. Even the Veritasium right now is down 4.32%, trading at 0.2966 on the Ether Delta. Very, Very interesting. All right, so where do we go from here? Well, as you can see here, the silver futures chart market down right now, down a whopping 25 cents, and gold is down $11.40. So let's go through these overnights. All right, your Dow's at 114 at 21,892. The Nasdaq 100 is up 41 at 59.65 half. S&P is up 11 3/4 at 24.73. Russell above that 1400 handle at 14.1020, up 7.7. Gold down $11.40 at 13.3980. Silver down 26 cents at $17.86. Crude oil up a quarter at $47.72. Strong bond down 18/32 at 156.23. Beans up $1.75 at 9.63 3/4. The euro is down about 30 pips at 120.03. Pound up 7 pips at 132.10. Aussie down 13 pips at 80.48. And the US dollar holding steady at 91.57, up 22 pips. So that is what the overnight scene is looking like. I suspect that because we have bullish momentum carrying over from last week, that we're going to see some broad rallies across the board here. I think the cryptos are going to rebound, and so is the gold and silver from the overnight pullbacks. So that's going to be exciting to see how the markets react. This is the first full trading week after the holiday from last week. So this is going to be very interesting. The other thing I want to point out too is, nat gas is up 3 cents at 2.92. It's going to be very interesting to see where we go from here, because now we're getting on into September. Historically speaking, the markets never fall or crash on 9/11. It's always a patriotic rally day. 9/11 is always a patriotic rally day for stocks. So you can anticipate that the market will be up all day. You even have a positive 2-bar Charlie, or a bullish 2-bar Charlie, on the Russell futures. All right. That is, as you know, a very bullish signal. So you do have a bullish 2-bar Charlie in the Russell futures. All right. So make note of that. All right. Let's see. That's the only one where I'm saying that we have a 2-bar Charlie setup. We don't have it in any other of the stock indexes at this time. We don't have it in any other futures contract at this time. You just have it in the Russell futures, which is the symbol /RTY in the Thinkorswim platform. All right, let's see here. What else we got? Take a look at our alerts real quick. See what we got cooking with our rally alerts and crash alerts. Okay, here we go. Let's see what we got. And I will be pulling this from the weekly page. Okay, here we go. All right, on the first. All right, we got a couple of rally alerts, not many. All right, we got a oversold in the yen ETF, and that's ticker symbol FXY. Let's see what else we got. Don't really have that many rally alerts, which is telling in and of itself. All right, let's see. Okay, notables. We got Walmart, we got USO, and we got Dry Ships. Isn't that cute? Dry Ships is sitting here with a rally alert, folks, but I don't see too much manifestation coming out of that. Not at all. This one's pretty much dead in the water. We've been in a parabolic locked in downtrend for quite some time. We did get a couple of buy signals out of this, but we didn't get filled on it. The market didn't do as anticipated, so we didn't get long that at all. All right, what else we got? We got a rally alert in crude oil futures. So we do have a rally alert there. We got a rally alert in GameStop, and that's a good one because with GameStop, we have the biggest, baddest titles, coming out this month. We had Madden 08. I'm sorry, Madden 18. I don't know why I said Madden 08. Well, I know why, because Madden 08 was the best Madden for the PSP handheld. So, yeah. And you can't even hardly find that anywhere. But no, Madden 18 came out, so that helped. Also, the NBA Live and NBA Live 18 and NBA 2K18 both come out this Friday. Now, NBA Live comes out this Friday officially. NBA 2K18, if you pre-ordered it, you'll be able to play it this Friday. If you didn't pre-order it, then you got to wait till it comes out on the 20th, which is next week. So there you go. Actually, no, I think it's the 22nd, but I pre-order, so I don't have to worry about it. So this Friday is basically it's a big kickoff because you got NBA Live and 2K that will be playable. Now, unfortunately, the GameStop won't necessarily be able to profit on the NBA 2K because that's a download situation. If you pre-ordered it, um, but then again, no, I take that back because you could have pre-ordered it through GameStop. You didn't have to go online. So yeah, I think they'll benefit from that. But the NBA Live is going to be very helpful to GameStop. All right, so we got DBA with a rally alert as well, and USO and Walmart. I think the Walmart's going to fizzle out because the storm, the so-called storm of the century, Hurricane Irma, is fizzling out now. All right, and it won't take them long to clean up the mess that caused because it didn't do that much damage. It was nothing like Hurricane Andrew or Hurricane Hugo. Yeah, I'll just put it out there for those who are not in the know. They were still cleaning up Hurricane Hugo well into the 90s. All right. Hugo was like 1988 and like 1988, 1989, one of those. I think it was 88. And they were still cleaning up and still dealing with insurance claims well into 1995. 1994 and 1995. I kid you not. They were still processing claims. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Saw it with my own eyes. And it got to a point where it basically had to be an act of Congress to help those people out. Just so you know. All right. A lot of the health insurance claims that were coming through there, they weren't being paid or processed. They were being held or denied outright. Okay. It basically took an act of Congress to make it so that those claims were to be paid. So finally, it came down from the top and said that those claims had to be paid. So when the claims would come in, um, they, claims processing back then, they used DCN numbers. All right, DCN numbers were like these what 10, 12-digit numbers that they could associate claims into bunches and stuff as they came in. And so anything that had to do with that hurricane, those claims had to be automatically paid, and they were sent to a special department, and they were just paid straight out. No ands, if, or buts about it. They could not be denied. All right. That came down from the top, and that is the only way that those people finally got their claims paid several years after the fact. And they were still cleaning up from that Hugo. Hugo decimated the islands. All right. And then right after that, I think it was like 1991 or something like that. That's when Andrew came, and that was a beast too. That was a beast. But that Hugo just decimated them islands. Just so you know that, decimated them islands. All right. Also, if you see footage of people standing out there talking, claiming that they're standing in that hurricane as it's barreling down and saying it's a Category 5, they're lying through their teeth. A Category 5 storm with winds sustained at 185 miles an hour will blow the average man off his feet. I've seen footage of that happening where a person was hanging on to some pole or something and lost grip, and the wind blew them away just like they were a piece of paper. Blew them away. All you saw was the dude flying across the street. I'm not kidding. All right? Those are some powerful winds. Even though those are powerful winds and they can, lift the average person off their feet and blow them away, it's still not as powerful as the jet engine from a 747. I've seen a 747 pick up a pickup truck, and blow it across the runway into the river. I saw that with my own two eyes. So, yes, that's some real wind right there. So 185-mile-an-hour wind is catastrophic damage. It will pick up animals, it will pick up people, and blow them a mile away. Okay? Just like you've heard the stories of tornadoes that pick up animals and people and blow them 500 miles away. That's how it is. All right? Yes, those are facts. A tornado can blow something 500 miles away. All right? And drop it. A hurricane can definitely blow something from miles away. Yes. It can pick up a cow or whatever, or a person. Well, not a cow. A tornado could pick up a cow, but not a hurricane. A hurricane could possibly cause a cow to tip over, but it's not going to pick it up. But it will pick up the average man. Anyone who weighs less than 185 pounds is in the air. You're airborne. You're gone. You're off your feet. You're not going to be standing there filming nothing. So, oh, this is amazing. No, you're going to be in the air. All right. So just understand those facts, folks. I know I've been on this for a minute, but it is the way it is. Okay. So going to our crash alerts, we have a lot of crash alerts today, folks. I'll start with the overbought. We got the SPX, the S&P 500 cash index has a crash alert. All right, so take that as you will, especially for anyone who trades SPX options. All right, that's a big boy market. Understand that. Let's see, Dow Futures has a crash alert on it. As far as being, crash alert. Excuse me. And the Japanese yen, the Forex, has a crash alert. Starting the week off with crash alerts. The Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P 500 all have crash alerts starting off this week. Let's see, the Euro Yen, the Russell Futures even has a crash alert on it, even though we have a bullish two-bar Charlie today. That manifestation probably will not take place until maybe Tuesday or Wednesday, but the alert is here. Let's see, IBM has it. U.S. Steel, no surprise there. UNG, Ripple, let's see, IPO, PIVX, Litecoin, let's see, BITCF, which is back. It has a crash alert on it for those of you that can trade it. I'm sure if you're located out the US, you'll be able to get in there and trade that, I'm sure. Facebook has a crash alert. Ethereum has a crash alert. Bitcoin, Dash, Apple, Nvidia, the XIV, which is a critical one to watch. Chipotle, Amazon, AMD, Starbucks, and natural gas futures all have crash alerts to start the week off. Remember, these alerts lead the market sometimes 3 to 5 bars out. So let's see what happens, folks. This could be very, very interesting. All right, that's all I got for now. Remember, pulsewavetrading.com. Come learn how to trade these markets. New classes are forming, and you'll be notified of those shortly. So when you come to the website, you're going to want to go ahead and register on the website. You'll be kept abreast of any special upcoming events, things of that nature. And for those of you who need to learn how you can set up a new income stream for you and your family, you need to learn how to trade these markets. Learn how to manage your current physical portfolio. All right. If you're holding gold and silver physicals, you need to learn how to hedge those holdings. Learn what the central banks don't want you to know. Learn how to profit off of the central bank's functions, or what they do and what they don't do, or what they fail to do. And remember, bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. So remember to take what you can from these greedy central banksters and give nothing back to them. Peace.